It's me again. I got a couple things I would like to say. Okay, this is in response to Pink Sparkles, why I don't have friends. I'm the same way. I would rather stay home and not deal with trifling ass bullshit than, be around fake as hell people that are just gonna set me up and cause unnecessary drama. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel. And yeah, it could be lonely, and yes, I could possibly be missing out on great people, but also it weeds out the ones that ain't so great. You know what I mean? I personally would much rather be by myself than deal with a bunch of idiots that, are horrible people, because I've tried to be friends with some people, and they've so fucked my ass over. One of my former female friends that I knew way back in the back days, she set me up twice to get once. She decided she was going to steal from a retailer in the northern suburbs. Okay, we go shopping. First time, I get a few things. They didn't have the other thing I needed, but they said come back in about an hour, hour and a half, and they'll have it. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll go home, put what I had bought legitimately up, and then she goes, hey, you want to go back? I'm like, yeah, they might have what I need by now, and if not, Dollar Tree has it, and it's right in the same strip mall. And I'm like, okay, cool. So we go again. She has a huge duffel bag, and you can plainly see it's empty. She tries to walk out the store. The Sims were crying. They was doing their utmost to hold everything in that bag together. And it was a big backpack, like the military uses, like one of those big backpacks. One of those humongous duffel bags where you could stick like 2 or 3 bodies in it and still have room. One of them. Okay, she's walking down the aisle and basically taking her arm and going down the aisle. She's in one part of the store. I'm way on the other side in the back, and she's more towards the pharmacy of this particular establishment. And try to walk out the door with my actual purchases, receipt and all. And store security says, we need to check your bag. And I hand mine over, not thinking nothing of it. And they pull us back into the, security office. And imagine my surprise when they open my messenger bag and dump out a bunch of shit. I look at it, I'm like, that is in no way mine. I did not do that. They reviewed the footage. We were arrested, but the case was dropped simply because A, there was zero evidence. B, the police officer that arrested us never gave us no kind of Miranda warning. 3, nobody from the store showed up for court. So the case was automatically dismissed. You would think something like that, you'd learn your lesson. This girl, no. I was living in a nursing home at the time with her, and she decided to go into my room and stole my roommate at the time's checkbook and start bouncing checks and forging my signature on a shit ton of checks, and I'm the one that gets busted. But, Karma the bitch, she is now, last I heard, she's sitting in federal prison. So, yeah. Then, my husband was friends with this couple, took them in because they gave a big sob story. I talked about this before, and he had to go out of town for a couple of days because of a family issue, and lived home with these 2 people, and they drugged me, raped me, and kidnapped me, and I ended up getting pregnant as a result. Well, the girl is trying to get into a nursing home, and not a single nursing home will accept her at all. They're like, no, man, you're on your own. The guy is sitting in prison for the rest of his life, facing expedition charges because he's got a list of felonies longer than the freaking Amazon, the Nile, and the Mississippi combined. Yeah, he's got a bunch of felonies. He got busted for armed robbery, several sexual assault cases, grand larceny, stuff like that, embezzlement, high profile, heavy cases. So he's never getting out of jail. They throw, to quote, take a line from Suicide Squad, they throw him in the hole and threw away the hole. So, yeah, karma's a bitch. That's one reason I don't deal with people. And then my husband was friends with this other guy that he knows from his clinic. Guy's a nice enough guy, but way too much of a drama queen, and I'm just like, not about that life. So sorry about it. I really ain't about it. I'm sorry. You're in your mid-30s, and you're acting like a whiny little teenage girl. Everything, you blow everything out of proportion. You want to start drama and stir up a whole mess of unnecessariness for nothing. And then you wonder why people are not trying to be friends with you, are beating you up, stealing from you, yada, yada, yada. And it doesn't click in your little pea brain that maybe your behavior is the issue. You just don't get it. So I just leave that mess all the way alone.